the heart of East Africa, an extraordinary natural phenomenon unfolds each year, the Great Migration. This incredible journey of survival, recovery, and breathtaking beauty across the Serengeti and Masai Mara makes for one of Earth's most extraordinary wildlife spectacles. Millions of wildebeest and zebra embark on this arduous journey in search of greener pastures and water, facing countless dangers. When these vast herds arrive in the Masai Mara, they encounter a land of opportunity and danger. The lush grasslands of the reserve provide vital nutrients after their long journey, but the Mara River presents a considerable challenge. Its waters, infested with crocodiles, are a battleground, and crossing the river becomes a dramatic test of survival. Once across the river, the animals must navigate an ecosystem dominated by predators. The Masai Mara becomes a dynamic theater of life and death, with every creature playing its part in the ecosystem's delicate balance. The Great Migration is one of nature's most awe-inspiring events annually between Tanzania's Serengeti National Park and Kenya's Masai Mara National Reserve. Over 1.5 million wildebeests, accompanied by hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, undertake this perilous journey in search of fresh grazing pastures and water. The migration begins in April and May when the herds leave the southern Serengeti's grassy plains. As seasonal rains end and resources deplete, they head north toward the greener pastures of the Masai Mara. By July and August, they arrive at the Mara River, a crucial and dangerous obstacle between them and their destination. As the herds approach the riverbank, tension fills the air. The river, swollen from seasonal rains, roars ominously. Cliffs and rocky edges add to the trepidation, while murky waters conceal lurking predators. The animals crowd together, their hesitation palpable. Mothers call anxiously to their calves, and the younger animals cling closely to the herd's safety. The standoff can last for hours, with the herd scanning the water, weighing their options, and sensing the imminent danger. Time stretches, and the urgency to move forward battles against the instinct to survive. Eventually, one brave wildebeest takes the first leap into the raging waters. This courageous act sparks a chain reaction, and soon the herd follows. The river's calm erupts into chaos as thousands plunge into the water. The crossing transforms into a frenzy. Hooves churn the river into a frothy turmoil as wildebeests and zebras battle the strong currents. Bellows of panic fill the air as they desperately swim to the other side, propelled by instinct and the sheer will to survive. But the river is a battleground. Massive Nile crocodiles, some reaching over 16 feet long, lie in wait. They lunge at the crossing animals with lightning-fast movements, clamping powerful jaws around their prey. The waters turn into a deadly arena, and panic spreads through the herds. After a crocodile bites its prey, it pulls it underwater to suffocate. For young calves, the crossing is challenging. Their small size and inexperience leave them vulnerable to the strong currents and the predator's jaws. Many struggle to keep up with their mothers, some are swept downstream, and others tragically fall victim to the crocodiles. Each step is a desperate fight for survival. In some areas, cliffs force animals to leap from great heights into the turbulent river below. While some land safely, others are injured or crushed by the weight of those following. The risks are immense, and survival often depends on speed, agility, and a bit of luck. The animals must navigate swift currents and sharp rocks. They rely on their determination, endurance, and instincts to move forward. The sheer size of the herds works to their advantage. By crossing en masse, the animals overwhelm the predators, reducing the individual risk. Many push through, leaping over fallen companions and dodging snapping jaws. Some travel in groups for protection, while others instinctively choose the safer paths identified by their companions. Exhausted and confronted by a steep, rocky slope, they must gather all their strength to navigate the slippery rocks and escape the perilous river. Finally, the survivors reach the far bank. Exhausted and drenched, they regroup and journey into the Masai Mara. Many animals succumb to exhaustion, injuries, or predation during the crossing. Tragically, the bodies of those who perish in the attempt float on the river, becoming food for scavengers like crocodiles, vultures, and marabou storks. This grim reality highlights the harshness of nature, where even death plays a role in sustaining the ecosystem by providing nourishment for other life forms. Seeing these floating bodies is a stark reminder of the high cost of migration and the resilience of surviving animals. Calves or animals left alone or stuck in the mud are helplessly awaiting death. For those who survive, each step forward is a hard-won victory. Ahead lies a land of promise, lush grasslands and water, but also new dangers in the form of lions, cheetahs, and hyenas. The river crossing is over, but the Great Migration is incomplete. The Great Migration includes an astonishing number of animals. Wildebeests, approximately 1.2 to 1.5 million wildebeests form the backbone of the migration. Zebras, around 200,000 zebras, accompany the wildebeests, using their strong instincts to find water. Gazelles, about 500,000 Thompson's and Grant's gazelles also join the migration. Predators, lions, cheetahs, crocodiles, and leopards follow the herds, taking advantage of the abundance of prey. After navigating a challenging journey, the Masai Mara serves as a much-needed sanctuary for wildlife. Here, herds find the food and water essential for their recovery. The nutrient-rich grasslands of the Masai Mara offer the sustenance necessary for rejuvenation, providing a brief respite for these animals. The savanna comes alive as the herds travel across this breathtaking expanse, showcasing the mesmerizing interplay between nature's beauty and brutality. The Masai Mara National Reserve, located in the southwestern part of Kenya, covers an area of 1,510 square kilometers, serving as a sanctuary for wildlife. This pristine savanna shares its southern border with Tanzania's Serengeti, creating a continuous and biodiversity-rich ecosystem. Renowned as one of the world's new seven wonders, the Masai Mara attracts many tourists eager to experience the excitement and grandeur of an authentic safari. Visitors can encounter majestic lions, swift cheetahs, endangered black rhinos, and towering giraffes, all of which reflect the beauty of nature. The Masai Mara is a paradise for herbivores and a hunting ground for some of Africa's most formidable predators. Every moment spent here imparts valuable lessons in survival for both the hunter and the hunted. each hunt shows a captivating display of strategy, endurance, and teamwork. Lions, for instance, work in coordinated groups, leveraging their strength and collective efforts to outmaneuver and capture larger prey. Each member of the pride plays a specific role, whether stalking from the shadows or making a decisive charge. In contrast, cheetahs rely primarily on their incredible speed and agility. With sleek bodies designed for acceleration, they can outrank astonishing speeds in short bursts. A cheetah's hunt typically involves a carefully calculated approach, stealthily closing in on its target before quickly sprinting to catch it. Hyenas, on the other hand, thrive in chaotic situations. As opportunistic hunters, they often capitalize on the mistakes of other predators or the confusion within a herd. Their adaptability and social structure enable them to work together effectively, frequently stealing kills from more powerful hunters or scavenging what is left behind. The Masai Mara unfolds as a delicate symphony of interactions, where each element of the ecosystem, from the mammals to the industrious dung beetles, contributes to an intricate web that sustains its vibrant life. Every creature plays a vital role in ensuring the richness and resilience of this remarkable habitat. This collaborative network supports one of the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth, teeming with life and complexity. Majestic giraffes, with their towering heights and long necks, have adapted to reach the treetops and partake in foliage that is inaccessible to many other ecosystems. This unique feeding behavior allows them to thrive and encourages new growth in lower vegetation, promoting a more diverse plant landscape. By selectively browsing specific trees, they shape their environment, crafting a habitat that supports many other species, including birds that nest in the branches. In the skies, scavenging vultures and opportunistic jackals engage in a cooperative dance of survival. These two species often work in tandem, as the jackals locate carcasses while vultures circle above, keeping watch for potential meals. Together, they perform an essential service within the ecosystem, cleaning up dead animals. This not only helps to prevent the spread of diseases that could affect both wildlife and neighboring human communities, but also facilitates the recycling of nutrients back into the soil, enhancing the fertility of the land. Within this ecosystem, elephants stand out as nature's engineers. These enormous mammals are known for their ability to shape the landscape dramatically. By digging into riverbanks and creating waterholes during the dry season, they provide vital water sources for countless other species, from antelopes to birds. The pools they form become hubs of life, drawing in animals from miles away, which depend on these crucial resources for survival. The interconnected nature of these actions underscores the importance of each species within the Masai Mara, illustrating the powerful balance that governs this thriving environment. As the rains arrive in the Serengeti, the vast plains of the Masai Mara come alive with movement. The exhilarating sight of thousands of wildebeests, zebras, and gazelles unfolds as the herds prepare to migrate southward. The air fills with the sound of hooves pounding against the earth, creating a great cloud of dust that visually represents the journey ahead. The herds instinctively know it is time to seek greener pastures and more abundant water sources in the Serengeti. the return journey is fraught with peril. As the herds traverse the expansive savannas, they must remain vigilant against numerous predators waiting to strike. Lions, cheetahs, and hyenas track the herds, ready to exploit weaknesses when animals become exhausted or separated from the group. The landscape is unforgiving, making the march arduous. Many animals show signs of fatigue. Their heavy breaths and weary strides testify to the long trek. Yet, amid this danger, their survival instincts kick in, driving them to push through the challenges to stay ahead of their relentless pursuers. The journey also reveals profound beauty and resilience in the face of adversity. As the herds move south, new life emerges, with calves being born along the way, tiny, wobbly creatures taking their first steps amid the chaos. These births serve as poignant reminders of nature's cycles. Each new calf symbolizes hope and the continuation of life. The herds gather around these newborns, fiercely protective of the vulnerable young and showcasing the deep bonds formed within family units as they navigate these challenging landscapes. The journey south is as treacherous as the one northward, perhaps even more so with the added burden of survival. As the herds leave the familiar territory of the Masai Mara, they head toward greener pastures while carrying the promise of a new generation. This instinctual drive to move, survive, and reproduce ensures that nature's timeless cycle of life is unbroken, weaving a narrative of resilience within the beautiful yet unforgiving tapestry of the African plains. The Great Migration stretches from the vast Serengeti plains to the Masai Mara lush grasslands. It represents more than just a journey. It celebrates resilience. Millions of wildebeests embark on this challenging trek each year, facing numerous obstacles such as dangerous river crossings, fierce predators, and the relentless forces of nature. This extraordinary spectacle is a poignant reminder of our natural world's breathtaking beauty and inherent fragility. As we witness this remarkable event, we should reflect on our responsibility to preserve these majestic ecosystems for future generations. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated.